The thing is, in this economy, you have businesses that actually get created, and some they go bankrupt. And but the thing is, based on our research and a lot of other research reports have said the fact that the most important element here is to have business credit. So if you are a startup, right, and you're able just to get the credit you need to buy inventory, to actually pay suppliers, to do things, if you just have this credit, you'll be able to survive. A lot of businesses don't survive because they don't have access to the credit they need. So in today's conversation, I want to share with you a few rules for getting business credit. Boss, this is important because if you are right now, if you are a startup or you are an established businesses, you are an established business and you are struggling to get business credit, you really want to watch this show till the end, from A to Z, okay? When we talk about building business credit, first thing first, you need to build your foundation. See, the whole thing here is that you need to properly establish your business. A lot of folks, they talk about, I want to get business credit. But the question is, do you even have a business in the first place, boss? Son, daughter? Do you have a business? You're talking about I have an S corporation. Do you have the articles of incorporation? Or I have an LLC. Do you have your articles of formation? Do you have your articles of organization? Talk to me about that. Do you have your certificate of good standing? Do you have all the things, all the accoutrements that will basically are showing, hey, listen, your business is legit. Like, you have to have state authorities have to send you a paper, some kind of document to say, listen, you are legit. Okay, so this is kind of important because a lot of folks, they actually they started their business 5 years ago. They just had the LLC dormant, they forgot about it, and now all of a sudden they want to get business credit. But boss, if you have to, it takes time. You need to build a foundation. Okay. By the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. We love having this sort of convos every now and then. So the first thing you want to do is build your foundation. Number two, you want to register your business. And when I'm talking about registering your business, I'm not just talking about you registering your business with the authorities. That you have to do anyway, right? That's what really constitutes your business. But you got to really think about whatever licenses and permits you need to have, okay? Like if you need to register with some kind of other agencies. Normally you don't, but if you are in healthcare, for example, if you are in very quote unquote very sensitive industries, you got to really register your business. Okay, it really depends on the state you are in too. And when we talk about registering your business, you got to also think about what sales taxes. So see, those are little things that you might be thinking, well, it's just too much, but those are important because once you start going there and you want to ask for business credit, the vendor, the net 30 vendor, or the bank or the lender, that online or alternative lender, is going to ask you the very same thing I'm talking about now. So it's either you actually go through the pain right now and just laugh later on, or you just do the reverse. Totally up to you, boss. The third thing I want you to do here is to get a DUNS number. So we all talk about we want to get business credit, but see, the foundation, the fulcrum of business credit in this country is through a DUNS number. Now, this tells you a lot about the importance or the prominence, if you will, of Dun & Bradstreet as a business credit bureau, because a DUNS number is your business identifier with the credit reporting agency Dun & Bradstreet. If your business already doesn't have one, you can check whether it does for free. You will want to request one. It's free. Okay, because again, a lot of players, including Experian business, including Equifax business, they use your DUNS number. And even if you want to bet, let's say you want to, not a bet, you want to bid, not bet, you want to bid on federal contracts, state contracts, you might need to have a DUNS number. So you want to have that, okay? And because the DUNS number is kind of complementary to your EIN, you got to have an EIN too, by the way, boss. So the DUNS number, you got to have your DUNS number. You go to you go to www.tb.com. Then you go to the irs.gov website to kind of get your EIN, your employer identification number. Those two important numbers are going to help you, solidify your business credit profile. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a quick convo about, simple rules. I'm not talking about anything complicated, okay? Simple rules, boss, son, daughter, mom, dad, grandpa, grandma. I'm giving you very simple rules on how to actually get business credit, okay? So, DUNS number. The next thing I want you to do right now is to start really talking to the credit agencies. When we talk about credit agencies, we're talking about those stakeholders, people you deal with. companies you deal with, they might provide you with credit, okay, and you need to get accounts with them. Sometimes when you start, you might have to they might have to set you up on a cash basis. In other words, they're not going to give you credit right away, but you got to start somewhere. I mean, you can just walk around and say, I want to get business credit, but you ain't doing anything. You got to start something, okay? So suppliers and vendors. You think about business lenders. Think about all kinds of business lenders. Think about credit builder accounts. Think about business credit card issuers. The bottom line here is that you want to start. Okay. And again, at the beginning, things might be a little painful. Like they might actually reject your ask. That's okay. For example, if you asked a net 30 vendor to give you a net to actually set you up as a net 30, they might say no. It's okay. You want to pay, go through a few transactions and as a cash customer, and then after 3 months you reapply. Okay, consistency is really important though. And this is when talking about consistency, it's important to understand that if you want to build business credit real fast, a business credit card remains the fulcrum. I don't care what people tell you, like, yeah, you don't need a business credit card, blah, 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 blah. You can just get by with a debit card, not a debit credit card. What am I talking about? Oh, blah, blah, blah. See, the thing is, a business credit card is not just a way for you to shift your liquidity problems. Like, let's say you're having, like, you just want to, like, you're getting paid, but at the end of the month, so you don't have cash anyway during the month to pay for regular stuff. So you're charging everything on a credit card. It's a great way to shift liquidity. That I get that. But the most important thing with a business credit card is that it actually helps you not only to build business credit, but actually parlay that your great usage of the card into something bigger. What I'm trying to say here is what you can actually parlay your great usage of a business credit card. Let's say whether you have 25,000 limits on the card, you can parlay that usage into getting a $250,000 loan, business loan, equipment financing. Okay, this is why this is quite essential. Don't let people trying to razzle dazzle you, telling you, hey, listen, you don't need a business credit card. You do need a business credit card. Now, I'm not saying that you will get it right off the bat, but you do need a business credit card. And the thing is, it's not about all kinds of credit card though, because some business credit cards do not report. You want a business credit card that reports to the business credit bureaus, okay, to Experian, to Equifax, and to Dun& Bradstreet, and also to the SBFA if needed. Okay, but those three, the top three should be fine. So when I'm talking about opening a business credit card, okay, I just want to make sure that you want to start. I want you to start the easy way. Son, daughter, grandma, if you're listening to me, you have the entrepreneurial spirit in your brain right now, in your bloodstream. I want you to really start with the bank where you are currently at. Okay, talk to the credit union where you are currently at. Talk to them. Get the business credit card there. Don't you try to have this complicated. Why are you with Chase and you're trying to go to a PNC? I want you to eat the barbecue in the house where you're currently sitting at. Okay, so do it that way. The next thing I want you to do here, boss, if you are trying to build business credit, I want you, let's go back to the origins. You want to pay on time. See, the whole thing is in this life, people who always get to a place on time, punctuality. Punctuality plays an important role. Punctuality will actually make your life a lot easier. So the thing is, don't try to live beyond your means, okay? So when you get a credit card, when you get a business credit card, okay, because we started with the business credit card, or if you are lucky to have let's say a net 30 account, or let's say you have a business line of credit, or any kind of business credit. Son, are you listening to me? Are you listening? I don't care whatever you have. Make sure that you pay that you pay your bill on time. Don't you try to play games, like the lender is calling you, you're trying to ghost them, you're trying to really ignore their call, whatever. No, this is really bad. This will sink your payday score like crazy. Like you'll be like, whoa, I went from 85 to 45. What happened here? Well, what happened here is that you start playing games. You start playing games. They'll play games with you too. So when we talk about the Dun & Bradstreet, for example, we talk about Dun & Bradstreet, you want to have like 80. That 80, that's like the average. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but yeah. And you know that the Dun & Bradstreet payday score goes from 0 to 100, and 80 is like average, acceptable. Let's just call it that way. It's acceptable. Above 80, that's when you start really feeling the juice. If you are around 90, you are good to go. You are just like, oh yeah, oh I'm feeling this. Okay, so that's what you want to have. So you want to really have this situation where you're just asking yourself, what can I do to actually maintain a minimum payday score of 80? By paying your bills on time. By paying your bills on time, whether you have a net 30 account or you have a credit card, that's kind of cool. Now, a net 30 account is even more damageable because on business credit reports, there's something called days beyond terms. Days beyond terms. That really describes how many days beyond the due date a payment was made. Okay, so for example, if your terms with the vendor is if your terms are like net 30 and you pay on day 32, the account will be reported as 2 days beyond term. Yeah, that means late payments can affect your business credit score if you just pay a day or two late. Okay. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you today's topic, we're still having a conversation about simple rules for getting business credit right off the bat. The next thing I want you to do here, boss, is to monitor your credit. I mean, I know you probably say, yeah, I'm doing a lot of stuff already. I'm trying to build this business. I'm trying to really, make payroll. I'm trying to find customers. I'm trying to really find suppliers. I ain't got no time to monitor my credit. Well, boss, son, daughter, hey. You are just on the wrong path. If you ignore your credit, you are on the wrong path. And your sorry ass will be so sorry. You'll be like, wow, what happened here? Well, what happened here is that you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. You got to monitor your credit. Now, I'm not asking you to actually go every day and you kind of log into some very kind of weird platform, special platform to check your credit score, your business credit score. No, what I'm trying to say is that you want to basically you can do this on a quarterly basis, once a quarter. Think about it. Once a quarter. How many times do you eat a day? Eh? So you got to really think about this as your ability to survive in this business. Okay, this must be something that you actually checking your business credit should be similar to you saying, listen, this is good for my health, not my personal health, my business health. Do it once a month. We actually advise our clients to do this once a month. Okay, but if this is too complicated for you, you can do it once a quarter. But once a quarter is it's like 50-50. I mean, we really recommend once a month. Okay, and you want to sign up with you can actually sign up with services such as Dun & Bradstreet itself. Okay, you can actually sign up with Equifax itself, with Experian. So what you do is you want to sign up with those platforms themselves, so that if something were to happen, if there's a change in your credit profile, they'll let you know anyway. That's what we call a good operating charge. It's a good cost to have. I don't want you to have a stingy ass don't have the stingy ass attitude when it comes to paying $30 to Dun & Bradstreet so you can check your credit score every month. That's a good charge to have. So I will say just go ahead and sign up right now with the service. Whether they're charging you $30 or $40, it's worth it. You know why? Because you are going to apply for, let's say, $50,000 business loans, 100,000 business loans, but the intel that your business credit score or a report is giving you is just way, it's more worthy, it's worthier than anything else, because it will help you know how to apply, when to apply, so you can actually, master your game, your business credit game a lot better. Let me give you a few pro tips here, because I really want us to deepen the conversation to go more granular so we are clear about what we have in here. Now, when we talk about establishing business credit, this doesn't happen overnight, okay? Son, daughter, I'm talking to you. On YouTube, on the internet, people are lying to your face. They're just trying to razzle dazzle you, telling you you can raise your business credit score in 30 days. They're just full of shh. They are full of shh. I'm telling you right now, okay? Anybody telling you can raise your credit score, your business credit score in 30 days, they're just lying to your face. Same thing applies when we talk about your personal credit score. Your FICO score ain't going to go up in 30 days. It's kind of crazy. That even you can believe that. Did your credit score take 30 days to nosedive? Why do you think it will take 30 days to actually come back up? We just gotta get smarter here. I'm tired of those crazy ass attitudes and where people believe in stuff that they know deep inside, like when they close their eyes at 2 in the morning, they know this is a bunch of bullshit. Okay, so it takes a while to build business credit, to establish business credit. You're probably thinking like 3 to 6 months. Yeah, that's like more decent. Okay, and so it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It ain't gonna happen overnight. Okay, but you gotta accept the process. That's the thing. I mean, I don't want your ass to be so impatient. No, no. Take your time to actually accept the process and build credit. Okay, anything that you build with solidity, with time, always pays off. Okay, and when we talk about if you are a startup and you want to get business credit, it's always easy to go back to what I said before. You want to go back to the bank where you are currently are at, because that bank knows you. That bank is seeing your transactional inflows and outflows, cash outflows and cash inflows. So they are more likely to give you the credit that you need. Okay. So it's really important to always start where you currently are known. Okay. So, son, daughter, aunt, uncle, cousin, I'm just talking to you. Are you currently with PNC? Or talk to me, Tourist, or City, or Chase? Where you at? Talk to me about where you are. You want to go to the branch and you want to have a conversation. You want to tell them, listen, I would like to have a business loan with y'all. What are the conditions? Or I want to have a business credit card with y'all. What are the conditions? Start where your ass is already known, okay? Don't you try to switch between institutions or banks. This is just going to delay your denial anyway, okay? Unless you have, this is a big unless you have if you have a good credit score, like you have a good credit score, this could be the exception whereby you can switch from Bank of America to Chase to Wells Fargo to to any bank and still be accepted. But it is really going to be tough, even if you have a great business credit score. Okay. So before I close to this conversation, I want to answer something that you probably have been thinking. How do you actually check your business credit score? I think I kind of alluded to it before, but I'm gonna really go deep here. So you can purchase business credit scores individually from commercial credit agencies such as Dun and Bradstreet and Experian. Okay, so and it's just the best way. That's what I was just telling. I was talking to you earlier by saying instead of purchasing your business credit score, you can just sign up for a monthly monitoring scheme. So you have two options here. You can buy a business credit score from them, and you can do this like every now and then, or say this is an expense for me, and I'm going to get a 30. I'm gonna set $30 aside every single month to see what's going on exactly with my Experian credit score, my Experian business credit score, or my Dun and Bradstreet. Now, either way, it really depends on your goals, right? Why you wanted to have the business credit score in the first place? Why did you want to monitor the business credit score in the first place? Okay, what are your intentions? The bottom line is that for all intents and purposes, you want to track your business credit score if you are going to apply very soon for a big loan. Okay, not just a small loan, but a big loan, or you just are in an industry where business credit is really important. So you have to stay on top of everything going on, and you have to, yeah. So the thing is that, so what you want to do is if you actually contact Dun and Bradstreet, for example, or Experian, you can actually negotiate a discount, especially if you pay on an annual basis. Okay, but if cash is tight right now, if you're just counting all the pennies that you have, I just want you to buy once a quarter, once every 3 months, a copy of your business credit score from 2, Dun and Bradstreet and Experian, and 3, the third one being Equifax, if you can. Okay, but overall, this is kind of cool, and I don't let anybody tell you that you can build business credit from your personal credit. No, like what I'm trying to say here is that if you have a personal credit card, you're not going to build your business credit with it. I don't care even if you are a sole proprietorship, okay, or if you are a single member LLC. There has to be a segregation here. There has to be a divorce between your personal affairs and your business affairs. Okay, so you're not going to have that sort of little bump, because personal credit cards are reported to consumer credit bureaus. Okay, and business credit card are reported to the business credit bureaus. So and not all business credit cards are reported though, because some banks are like, you know what, we ain't doing it. We ain't got no time. We ain't got no money. We're not going to bother. So you have to follow. You have to actually ask them. You have to talk to them. You have to make sure that you are basically staying on top of everything. Okay. But the bottom line here is that you're not going to build business credit in 30 days. Don't let people lie to you. You can raise it in 3 months. That's a more tangible, more feasible, feat. Okay, just think about your credit utilization ratio. Think about your payment history. Okay, think about your DTI. If you can maintain, if those can be as low as possible, you will raise your business credit. Not a problem. Okay, and this is just the best way to do it. And one thing I want to say here is that you have to understand it takes time. It ain't happening overnight. Okay, accept that. I want you to accept the fact that good things happen to folks who have to wait, who know how to wait. And I know you're a good folk, right? Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just sharing with you a few steps so actually a few very simple rules for getting business credit. Okay. And so build your foundation, register your business, get a DUNS number, get accounts that reports to business credit bureaus, open a business credit cards. And I give you 2 extra steps, the bonus steps, if you will. Pay on time and monitor your credit. And I give you a few pro tips. Okay. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.